Everybody. So the last video I just did was about, kind of the healing, the natural healing tips. We're back at the Bible, but this is different. As I went to the tea shop to buy the teas and get a really great smoothie and a BLT sandwich that was superb. There's a Catholic store I walked past on the way back to my vehicle, and no, I'm Protestant. I'm a Christian, but I'm a Protestant. My family was Catholic. I was raised Presbyterian, so I'm used to the King James and the New King James Bibles. And the guy in the shop went, "Well, we don't sell those. Those are Protestants. Those are Protestant. We have the full Bible." I was like, I know there's like a couple of books you guys have that aren't in the other ones. I've always been curious about that. So where are your Bibles? And he took me to the back. He pulled out the one that most people like, and it's like leather bound and this and that. I'm looking, said, "Yeah, no, that's not quite what I want," because it had all these little notations all over the place, and yeah, that's not quite what I'm looking for. I don't think that one's right for me. And then he pulled out this one. This one, which is, okay, my thumb is almost an inch from the knuckle to the tip, so this is like 2 inches thick. It's heavy. But it's a journaling Bible, which I thought was pretty cool because it still has some of the annotations and stuff, but in these columns are lines to write your notes on. It's like, yeah, that was for me. I said I have a separate journal that I've been writing in, so my New King James is getting kind of old, and I'm writing all over it, and it's like, yeah, I need a new Bible. But so I just opened this up to take a look at what's the difference. Now, the Old Testament of the Roman Catholic Bible, or maybe all the Catholic Bibles use the same format, like the Orthodox churches as well, that I could see, is done the way the Jewish Bible is done. And it does have more books. So it has the normal Torah, or Pentateuch, which is the first 5 books, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And then, like the Hebrew Bible, it has the historical books that come next. And it's Joshua, Judges, Ruth, Samuel, Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, and Nehemiah. Never quite sure how to say that name. But it has Kings. It doesn't have 1 Kings, 2 Kings. It has Kings. It doesn't have 1 Judges, 2 Judges. It has Judges. Or maybe we have Judges too. But whatever. But Ruth is in there. And then it's followed by the 5 biblical novellas, or historical stories. The only one of the 5 to make it into the King James Version of the Bible is the story of Esther. Why is that? Because Esther was obedient to her cousin, and she was obedient to the Pharaoh. She was obedient. She put herself second, she was obedient. She was a good woman. She was obedient, which is how it got into the King James Bible, because King James didn't like women, and one of his mentors growing up was John Knox, who hated women. Or at least that's what it seems. Judith never made it into that Bible, into our Bible. So the biblical novellas is the Book of Tobit, which is about, one of the things in there is about Sarah. And then there's the Book of Judith, and then the Book of Esther, and then the first book of Maccabees and the second book of Maccabees. Now, I remember hearing about the Maccabees, but I couldn't, it's like when I read that, it's like, well, yeah, I remember something in the Bible about the Maccabees. So here they are in here. And then it's followed by the wisdom books, the Book of Job, the Book of Psalms, the Book of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, the Song of Songs, the Book of Wisdom. The Book of Wisdom. I don't think we have the Book of Wisdom in our Bible. We might. I don't remember it, though. And then this one is not in the Protestant Bible. The Wisdom of Ben Shara. So I'm very interested to read these other books. And then the prophetic books, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Baruch. That's not in our Bible. Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Bakbakkah, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. Now, I don't remember seeing a book of Habakkuk, but it could be there. These are the smaller books. So that's very interesting. I'm looking forward to reading into these. Now in the New Testament, I think it's the same. I mean, it's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, followed by Acts, and then the New Testament letters: Romans, Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galileans. Galileans. Somebody was talking about the song of Galileo, but no, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, First Colossians, the First Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus, Philemon, and Hebrews, followed by the Catholic letters, which are in our Bible: James, 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, and Jude. And last is Revelation. So I'm really looking forward to taking a look at this Bible and seeing what is here, because I know, my sister told me his name, I can't remember, but our great uncle, my mother's brother, they were all named with V's. It was Vivian, Vincent, Vance, Vernon, Bain, Alice Bay, Vina, Vida, Veda. There's like 9 kids, and one of them, I think she said was Vernon, was a scholar and a dean of some school in the out east here in the U.S. And he actually went to did he go to Jerusalem? He went to Israel, and he was allowed to work with some of the oldest scrolls there. And he came back, and he was the one who said that the King James Bible has definitely been a change from the original, because there are books missing. And also in the Old Testament, there is one book that was drastically changed, because the woman in the book is actually the prophet in the book is actually a woman, and King James wouldn't put up with that. So that was changed. They changed it to a man's name, but there's one section where the printers who were doing the printing at that time, there were only there weren't that many people who did the printing, but they were upset with it because they knew the original Bible, and they were, or at least the Bible that the King James is taken from, and so they purposely let there's like a series of verses, I don't know if it's 5 verses or something like that, where instead of saying he, him, this is she, her. So you know that, somebody said, oh, that was just a typo, but no, they actually left the feminine pronouns in a couple places, because that was supposed to be about a female prophet, not a male prophet. So take that. Anyways, I will be doing Genesis, another video on Genesis 10 and 11, I think it is. Or did I just do those? Anyway, soon. Talk to you again later. Bye.